Good afternoon, everyone, who are students of the Engineering Communication class. I am Ada Ganyamo.
My name is Pekpar Lunesa.
My name is Chen.
My name is Sonia Brown.
Please wait till the end of our presentation to ask any questions. So, today we would like to present the most requested project by all of the students, including us, and the most needed addition to the school, which is the multi-board project. So, the multi-board concept is a volleyball court and tennis court, a and a badminton court within a basketball court, which is very space effective. We ask ourselves, what is the goal of our university? It can be to attract students. And why would this project help with that is because when students come to the school, they can see that they do not have to give up on any of the activities that they're pursued in high school. It can also release stress of the students and the faculty members, therefore improve their performances. It also makes our university stand out in comparison to other universities in Cambodia, because not a lot of schools have basketball, badminton, tennis, volleyball, and football courts. It also makes the university more American, and it gives us the opportunity to organize competition with faculty members and all students. So I just started by doing the introduction. Then one of my teammates will do the first design, which we consider to be the full option design. Then he will cover a few technical information. Another one of my teammates will then go to the second design, which we consider to be the space effective design, and also cover technical information. My last teammate will cover the third design, which we consider to be the most cost effective design, and will also cover technical information. We will finish by stating recommendations, and I will finish by conclusion. Now we will move on to the first part of our main project, in which we'll talk about the first design in more detail.
So the first design, it can also be described as the full option design, as it gives the player the most enjoyable experience to play on, as well as safety space in between these two courts, as well as the bleacher. It is a pre-engineered steel structure, and it has it contains two FIBA size basketball court along with 4 row bleachers, which in our opinion would be the most suitable for the student as well as the faculty member to play, as well as enjoy their leisure time. And for the occupancy for the court, I calculate this number since the volleyball and each team has the most player, which is 6 on each team. So 6 times 2 teams would be 12, 2 court would be 24. And for the occupancy for the bleacher would be 177 people, as I use the maximum personal space, which is 0.7 meter. However, I have to do some research, and you can minimize the personal space to 0.5 meter, as it also provide you a comfortable sitting place as well. So moving on, we have the technical information. As you may have guessed, since this is the full option, it's cost the most. So it would cost a total of $77,500 US. And as you can see on this pie chart here, the majority of the cost is roof. I have discussed with a roof specialist, Mr. Unsak, and he said that the price is approximately cost $60,000 US. And the roofing, we want to make it as high quality as possible, since it's give many benefits. For instance, it's keep the floor from damaging from the sun, and as well as it was MV, which is the acid rain. So then we have the flooring, which is $7,000 US. Then we have the sport equipment, $60,000. This one may seem a little bit much. However, this includes the bleacher alongside. We include the price here too, as well as to buy the balls for a lot of balls for basketball, volleyball, tennis, and stuff like that, and as well as some training machine in case the school wants to compete with other teams, so our athlete will be really prepared. And then we have the pay for marking, which is $500 US, since I think it is very simple, so we wouldn't want to spend much on it. And the manpower would be approximately $2,000 US, and the drainage would also cost $2,000 US. And we are aware that the first design might take a lot of space on the campus, and the university might want to use that space for something else. That's why we would like to introduce you to the second design, which will take less cost.
So for this second design, so we name it the space effective design. So as you can tell by reading the name, it's called the space effective design for a reason. And the reason for that is because for this specific design, the area that we're occupying for our project is only 31 meters by 19 meters, and it's a total of 589 meters squared. Sorry. As you can tell that for this second design, it's half smaller than the first design. So that's why we name it a space effective design. And for this design as well, it is covered by a steel structured roof, just like the first design. And it also consists of one FIBA-sized basketball court with borderlines for other sports as well, which is also included in design number 1. And there's also a 4-row bleachers, so that even if it's only a one-court space, you can still perform competitions or so many other events on the court. And I would like to state the advantage and the disadvantage of this second design. So first of all, the advantage of this first design is that it takes less space than the first design. But if you were to look at the disadvantage part, you can see right there that says it'll have a busy schedule. So what do I mean by that? Busy schedule means that, for example, if the students in the universities were to game each and every year and we only have one court for them to play on, so we might have to, the students might not be able to play it often, so they have to take turns, and it'll provide them with less opportunity to participate in the sport they like. So this is the technical information for design number 2. As you can tell in the pie chart that for the structure, which is the big blue part there, it'll cost around $31,800. And for the flooring, which is the orange part there, is $3,710. And for the sport equipment, it'll cost around $3,000. And for the paint, it'll cost around $250. For the manpower, it'll cost around $1,000, and the drainage is $1,000. So as you can see in the chart over there, that if you were to notice in our design number 1, this is almost half of the price of what we have in the design number 1. Just because it's a space, although it's only a space efficient design, but it can also be considered as a cost-effective design. But this is not actually the cost-effective design, because the cost-effective design will be introduced in design number 3 that we'll also provide to you. So this is the medium option, and the total cost will be around $40,760 approximate. So my next speaker will introduce to you the third design that we'll have for this project.
So this is the third design, or you could call it the cost-effective design. It is a budget design. As you can see from the name, it is the cheapest one among the 3 designs. It has the same area and court as the second design, but it is built without a roof. Moreover, these constructions consume less time to complete compared to the other 2. As I mentioned earlier, this design is built without a roof, so it is more exposed to the environment compared to the other two. However, this design can be used if this design cannot be used if there is raining because it is very dangerous for students due to the floors will be slippery. And this is the technical information for the third design. Unlike the two designs, this one doesn't have a roof, so the total cost is approximately $8,460. As you can see in this pie chart, the most expensive thing is not the roof anymore, because it is the flooring. And the least expensive is the paint for making, because the design is very similar to the second design. And we will now move on to the recommendation part, and the next speaker will present it to you.
So for this recommendation part, so as you can see on the board, so as my first speaker or the introduction have mentioned that we have gone around and asked students and staff in the school, and which we did a survey on it, and they suggest that among the three designs, they would love the full option design the most, and it's also our team's favorite design. The reason why we love this design is because, as we stated in the information of the three design, is that first of all it provides a roof, and second of all it has two courts, so that the schedule will not be that busy as compared to the one court. So even though it costs much more than the other two designs, but the first design is the most favorite one among the three. And our second favorite design is the space-effective design. The space-effective design, as I mentioned, that it's not only a space-effective design, but it can also be called a cost-effective design, because the price is half of the first design, and the space is also half of the first design. So basically, it's like in the middle. And although it only has one court and will have to face busy schedule, but the space-effective design will have a roof that will protect the court from the rain and the sun, so that even though the weather condition will not be that good, the students and the staff can still enjoy their sports and play, and it will not be a problem to them. So these two is the recommended design for this project. I would like to move on to the conclusion section, which is the last part.
So to summarize, this project is very modelable to the needs and restrictions of our university. We presented the possible design option with their main advantage. So the first design costs a total of $77,500. It is the student's favorite. It occupies the most space because it has two courts, and is the most expensive because it has a steel structure and two courts. The second design is protected from the sun and the rain. It costs a total of $40,760 and occupies less space and is slightly less expensive. And the third and last design costs a total of $8,460. It is the cheapest by far design, and occupies less space and is a lot cheaper. We believe that it is the perfect investment for the university because of all it can bring to its reputation, the faculty members, and the students. Thank you very much.